L2Show, and we're with David from Klaytn Foundation, who's responsible for global growth. Klaytn is a layer 1, and I would like to learn from David how Klaytn competes with other layer 1s and other layer 2s. Please introduce yourself, David.
Hello, my name's David Shin. I am the global group head of Klaytn. So Klaytn is Kakao's blockchain. Kakao is a very large Web2 platform company out of Korea. You can think of them as the WeChat of Korea. Over 95% of the population is on their platform. They decided to go live with a layer 1 back in 2019. We're EVM compatible, and our focus really is around bringing Web2 onto Web3, working with AAA gaming studios to build really cool, fun games on-chain, as well as we're a big believer of the metaverse. We think that there are many, many more use cases that will be integrated into virtual environments, such as entertainment. You know, we speak to a lot of Korean entertainment companies to bring some of their assets that their content and IP and this kind of stuff into the metaverse. We also look at creator economies, so that's anything related to people who are in music or people who are in art, and to bring markets like Thailand, Indonesia, where there is a lot of this creator economies being built on chain and digitizing some of those assets.
All right, so let's say I'm a developer and I'm building a game or I'm building a social media application. Why would I choose Klaytn over, let's say, other layer 2s or other blockchains as well?
Yeah, it's a good question. We're effectively the only really active layer 1 chain left in Asia. Unless you think Zilliqa or Neo is an active layer 1 in Asia, which they're not, we're really the only one. And even within the region, we have a very strong presence, obviously, in Korea and in Japan. And we're building a presence in Southeast Asia. And the reason why those things are important is because if you're in gaming, if you're in entertainment, if you're in the creator economy, these are the markets in the region that you probably want access to. In particular, crypto liquidity outside of the US, the second highest volume of crypto liquidity is actually in Korea.
Right.
And so to have that plumbing into the liquidity in Asia, you really want to have the access to Korea.
All right, so any game application that would build on Klaytn, you would do co-marketing activities and get access to the markets that you serve as well.
Correct. For us, it's really about providing support for projects that we're either grant funding or investing in, or projects that we think are just really cool to be on Klaytn, supporting them with marketing, but also access, giving them access to our partners. And we have a lot of Web2 companies that are coming in, giving them access to those kind of partners, but also access to markets that maybe they don't have access to.
Okay. What about investment-wise? Do you help also projects to incubate and invest in them, or do you put in touch with the other partners?
Yeah, so a good example is DeFi Kingdoms, right? A project that's being showcased here with us at our booth. They wanted to move over from Harmony, which is a layer 1, to our chain.
Right.
And so as a part of that, we were so bullish on the game itself, we invested in them, and we also gave them some grant funding money to integrate into our chain. So on the investment side, we have a team that is based in Singapore and Korea, and they do a lot of the private side investments where they take equity or tokens. My team looks more at the grant funding stuff.
Okay. Let's talk about technical things, the speed. How do you stand out with regards to other chains?
Yeah, we're one of the fastest. So in terms of confirmation, we're 1 second finality.
Okay.
We're one of the cheapest. We have, I think, gas fees that are around probably what Polygon is charging, if not lower. And we're able to do all this because our validation network is actually semi-private. So you can't just be anyone in the public and come up and set up a validator in our network. You have to, there's a very high bar of the number of Clay tokens you need to set up and stake a validator. But in addition to that, our governance council members that make up the validation set have to vote you in. And because of this, it's kind of like a membership kind of like when Facebook did Libra and they had a consortium of different members validating their network. We have a similar structure, and because we're able to keep that sort of semi-private network, we're able to give a little bit more in terms of finality, give a little bit more in terms of cheaper gas costs.
All right, that's very exciting. Exciting thing. So I would like to say, what's the most interesting thing for you in crypto today? People are talking about the bear markets, other people are talking about gaming, metaverse. What about you?
For me, I think the next wave of sort of adoption is going to really come in terms of social fi. So the social side of blockchain. I think that there's going to be more and more data that gets put on chain with more social interactions that surround that data. And being able to monetize that data is going to be what I believe is the next boom of adoption. So, I've spent time with a lot of Web2 companies. I was in Japan last week, and the common theme is that everyone thinks that data is going to be the new asset class on chain for the next wave of adoption.
Well, thank you for your time, David. So for developers, what is the best way to reach out? Is there a Discord or?
Yeah, we have a Discord. I think all the right channels for people to connect would be on our website, which is www.Klaytn.Foundation. So if you take a look there should be ways for people to reach out to us.
Thank you very much, David. Appreciate your time. Thank you.